Hi, everybody. Pastor Roger here. You know, over the last 24 hours, I've been asked a few times, and I've seen posted on Facebook and other social media several times, asking the question, is this the start of World War III? Based, of course, upon the missile attacks that the United States government launched on Syria last night, and especially upon Damascus. I think many are reading into this historical event, the prophecy of Isaiah in Isaiah chapter 17, where Isaiah speaks against the city of Damascus, saying, see, Damascus will be no longer a city, but will become a heap of ruins. And so people are tying that historical item to the prophecy of Isaiah. Now, Damascus was, after this prophecy was made, was completely destroyed as a city by the Assyrian army in around 732 BC. So this prophecy has already been fulfilled once. I don't know if there's a future prophecy for it or not, but you know, we tend to look at the things that we do not know and try to stretch into them something that we hope that we know, because the unknown is always a fear. Well, you know, I'm not a deep theologian that makes charts and maps and tries to tie all of these things together. I leave that to my brothers and sisters that are more attuned to those kind of things. But I do know this. Many times we have heard prophecies of people. I clearly recall the book that came out in 1987 called 88 Reasons the World is Going to End in 1988. And I remember all the people who got caught up in that, and all the Christians and the churches who were claiming this was the end of the world. I remember that happening again sometime around, what was it, 2000, Y2K, was going to signal the end of the world. And then the whole deal with the Mayan calendar, not that many years ago. But what I want to encourage you to do is I really just want to encourage you this weekend that never substitute the unknown for the known. And what do we know about the end of times? We know some signs that we will be seeing. Jesus even shared some of those signs. Paul taught some of those signs and gave us a signal of what to be looking for. But Jesus also affirmed, he said that, you know, that his return was only known by the Father. The day and the hour we will not know. But what we do know is that he called us not to fear. He said, do not fear, be of good courage. So that's one of the knowns I want you to hang on to today, to know that God's plan is following just according to what he set in motion from even the creation of the heavens and the earth. And that's something we can count on. We know that he's never going to leave us or forsake us. And I'm sure there's going to be some people that are going to comment and have some comment as to, yes, this could be World War III, or no, this isn't World War III. And I'll leave that to you. But I do know this, and this is the known, that today, and this video is being recorded on Saturday, April the 14th at about 8:54 a.m. And so I do know this. I know that right now, this moment, this day in history is the greatest day in all of history. There's been no other day like today. Today is the greatest day because right now, where we are, as you watch this video, where you are living on one day closer to the return of Christ. And Jesus' words were this. He said, watch and be ready. Watch and be ready. And that's my encouragement to you as we go through this weekend together. I want to let you know a little bit about what's happening at Freedom Church tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for our Sunday celebration. We're going to be welcoming Pastor Terrell Rowland, his wife Margie, and Pastor Terrell is going to be sharing a word on inner healing. Now, what is inner healing? Jesus talked about his purpose in life, and he said this. He says, "I've come to bind up the brokenhearted, to set the captives free." And I want you to think about that first part of his mission, to bind up the brokenhearted. I'm sure many of you that are tuning in right now to this video have a wounded heart. You've been wounded by betrayal, by offenses of others, offenses you've caused on your own. You suffered from rejection. Some of you have suffered from just discouragement here lately, and your heart is wounded. And inner healing is that binding up of that broken heart by Jesus. And so, if you are in our community, we want to invite you to join us tomorrow morning. If you don't have a church home somewhere, if you do, go there by all means. You can catch our service online later in the week. We will always post that message. But if you don't have a faith family, find one tomorrow. If you're out of town, find one there. But listen, we're here to help you. We're here to pray for you. Please, in the comments below, share your prayer requests so we can be praying for you as a church, so we can be lifting you up before the Lord and interceding for you. That's our weekend update from Freedom Church. God bless you, and have a great day in the Lord.